short shots. I mean, does that just, if one of those goes in, is that just what really makes this one so much tougher to take?
It'll be forever. Yeah, we'll never forget this one. And just so many layups that would just, I mean, they literally just went in and out. And, you know, it's such a fine line when you got two teams just battling. And then, you know, like I said, I thought it was a huge play. We're up 4, we get the stop, and then KJ just takes it from Roddy and lays it in, and that was a huge play. And we were to, you know, come down and run offense. Now you're in 2-minute zone,
Yeah.
and if you score, you're up 6 or 7, and then all of a sudden they get freaked out a little bit. So just, you know, that'll be a hard one. This will be a hard one but I'm, like I said, I'm really proud of our guys, and you know, the way we compete, the way we, you know, we just got to keep getting better.
It felt like destiny for this team with Max and everybody. It just felt like this was going to be the team that won one. You mentioned Max is going to have that thought, you know, for the rest of his life. I mean, the way Cam stepped up, and just you guys were trying to gut it out and do what they could, and like I said, it just felt different this year. I mean,
and we guarded, man. That was a great defensive effort, because that team is averaging 79, and I thought if we can hold them 15 under their average, we're going to win.
Yeah.
And we did. We did it defensively. We just, you got to, you know, basketball, you got to make some shots, and we didn't do a good enough job. They get credit their defense. Their defense was good, but we didn't do a good enough job setting each other up. We had no assists all night, but you got to make some shots to get assists. So
yeah, you had them by 10 on the boards. I mean, a lot of the things you came in wanting to do, you did.
We did the effort stuff. We did the game plan stuff, but it's a 0-sum game. You got to be able to score. You got to be able to make those shots, and we just didn't do it.
You talked in the podium in the last question there about you don't want to think about next year, but potentially with 4 starters back and what you have, man, I know it may not be easy to say now, but I mean, it would seem on paper that next year's team could be better than this year's team.
I mean, it's going to be really special, and we're going to fight like mad to make it even better. We're just going to keep bettering it, and these guys will work in the off season, and we'll be big and strong and physical and athletic, and you know, we got to keep getting better. You know, we got some good guards coming in. We got some good guards that redshirted. And there's a lot to be excited. It's really hard to talk about that right now, but but again, too, I set that up there too. In the big picture thing, it's like it's quite an accomplishment to go 3 years in a row. I mean, I know all our fans are want us to do the next thing, but they always want you to do the next thing. But you know, you got to pause and go, okay, where were we? Well, you got a team that's competing for a championship every year. You got a team that's getting to the tournament every year, and you know, the world watches the tournament, and you're all judged by the tournament. But it's pretty important to have a team that's always competing and, you know, representing so well. And I mean, these guys are pretty special, and that's what makes it so painful to lose this team and not be able to make that run with them that I thought we could do. But we'll regroup, and you know, it comes quick. But this was a special year. The stuff they accomplished, and you know, like I said, you keep knocking on the door, and then you're going to get a break on a seed. You're going to get a break. You know, I thought this year that would happen a little more, and it seemed like it should have happened a little more. But you know, it is what it is. Our guys, you could tell there was no pouting. I mean, we competed our tails off. And for us to, you know, be right there without making shots, that's pretty impressive of the effort.
I guess final thing, I mean, you mentioned eventually you keep getting there, you will break through. I mean, at what point, how hard does that become when you keep getting there and it just keeps happening and it just gets, everyone's harder to take than the one before? I mean, just big picture wise for this program, how do you finally push through and
like
get
I said,
monkey off the back?
You know, okay, you just end up getting breaks somehow, and that's basketball. You know, you just end up, oh look, we got a team we match up great with, or
I feel like you're owed a few of those though.
Yeah, no doubt. It sure feels like it, because to come to Dayton 3 times, you know, especially, you know, when you had a resume like we had, and you know, that's for other people to debate, and you know, but we did a great job of just forgetting that and hey, let's go compete, you know. So we'll be back, and we'll just keep getting better.